Wives, your job is not to fix your husband. That's his responsibility. His job is to work on himself to become a better version of himself. But do you know what you can do? You can be there as his biggest cheerleader and his greatest supporter. You can become his greatest asset or his biggest liability. And here's how you can become a liability to your husband. You use words to emasculate him. You use words to put him down. You use words to make him feel less than a man. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how emasculating your husband, how speaking negative to him can really kill him softly. You're killing him softly. If you watch the video to the end, I'm going to give you some solution to fix this problem and let you understand how your words are powerful. And you can either use it to elevate your husband or you can use it to tear him down. Let's have this conversation. In Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1, it says, "The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish ones tear it down." Ladies, I know when you watch video like this, the first thing that comes to your mind is, what about the husband? Well, the truth be told, on this channel, we hold both the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, accountable for building a successful marriage. It takes two people to get married, and it's going to take two people to build a successful marriage, to do the marriage right. God holds men accountable first, and on this channel, we also hold men accountable first. However, talking down to your husband, disrespecting him and putting him down is not healthy for him. It's not going to make the relationship better. Let's be real about it. In Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 28, it says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good, to be used for edifying, that it may benefit those who listen." Your words must build them up. The Bible also tells us that life and death are in the power of our tongue. We live at the level in which you speak. Your word can either build your husband up or it's going to tear him down. It's going to make him feel less than a man. You have the power to be a builder, just like he does. You have the power to build him up. And so emasculation in a psychological or social context refer to actions and circumstances that make a man feel less than a man. It belittles him, it devalues him, it makes him feel worse than he really is. He feels unappreciated and unvalued, right? This can deeply impact your husband's mental, it can impact his emotional well-being, it can impact his physical well-being. I mean, listen, I'm just telling you that it can really hurt him. I want to talk about some of these ways that you can use your words to hurt your husband, and then I'm going to talk about the solutions, all right? Number one, self-esteem and identity. When a man feels emasculated, when a man feels less than a man, it hurts its self-image, because the core aspect of a man's identity is masculinity, it's manhood. Now, I am not talking about these weak, spineless men in our society today. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a good man, a good husband that know who he is, but he struggled just because of some of the things that he have been through, or maybe how you treat him. That's who I'm talking about. It makes him feel belittled. It makes him feel less than a man, and so your husband feel emasculated can lead to a significant drop in his self-image and his self-esteem. That's the bottom line, okay? Number two, it hurts his feelings. When a man feels inadequate based on the words and actions of his wife, it makes him feel hurt. It hurts his feelings. Absolutely. You might not really see it as a wife, because a man is very good at hiding his emotions and his feelings. He's very good at it. Listen, there's a lot of societal norm often equate masculinity to being macho, being bad. That's not what I'm talking about. Because real manhood is about strength, it's about competence, it's about protection, it's about leadership, it's about control. That's good masculinity, that positive masculinity. We're not talking about toxic masculinity where the man is beating upon his wife, he's cheating and abusive and all. No, we don't deal with that around here. But real masculinity is also about your husband being vulnerable. It is also about him showing his feelings, showing his emotions. It's also about him feeling safe to express himself with you, his wife. That's important. Number three, mental health. Experiences of emasculation can lead to mental health issues such as depression, feeling inadequate, as I said, hopeless. It can also trigger mental illness. So if you've been suffering from mental illness and all of a sudden you're using words that make him feel less than a man, what do you think is going to happen to him? It's not going to make him feel good, right? It's not going to help him at all. And my friend, if this video is adding value, then please do me a favor and please hit that like button. It is the best way that you can show your support for this channel and help us to grow on YouTube. So number 4, sexual and emotional intimacy. Issues of emasculation can extend into your husband's sex life, intimate life, affecting sexual performance and satisfaction. Come on, let's talk about it. It can damage his pride, his ego. Sometimes it's very hard for him to get it up. He can't get an erection. Or if he do get one, he can't keep one. Why? Because mentally, he becomes distorted back because of the information that you said about him. Oh, he doesn't make love good, or all of that stuff. Those things play on a man's mind, play on your husband's mind. The reality is that if he's not performing at his best, then there's a way to really talk to him. There's a way to help him. If he's not making you feel sexually fulfilled or he's missing the mark, talking down to him and putting him down is not what's going to help him to get better. And there is a way to do it. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do it in the solution part of this video, which I'm about to get into now, because it's important for you to learn and understand some of the ways in which you can help him to become a better version of himself by using words to create feelings and actions that he gravitate towards and want to become better because of that, right? So what can you do to help him? What can you do as a wife? Well, a wife can play a significant role in supporting her husband through words and through actions, and I'm going to talk to you guys about some strategies that you can use to elevate, to level up, and to bring him to a consciousness where he feels good about himself and start to work on becoming a better person. So number 1, be a safe place for him. Are you a safe place for him to go to? Are you the kind of wife that he loves coming home to? You see, the world is changing around us, man. And as you know, men are really getting a lot of bad rap these days. A lot of them are not the primary breadwinner in the family anymore. And a lot of them complain to me about their wife, talking about, well, I make the money, you drive my car, you live in my house, whatever the case may be. Well, you marry him. You don't marry him to put him down. You don't marry him to emasculate him. You don't marry him to talk bad about him. That's not what marriage is about. It's about 2 people coming together for the greater good of the marriage. A lot of wives are so quick to use the divorce card. That's not how it's supposed to be. Make sure that when it gets crazy on the outside, in society and in a world that emasculate men, that talk down to men, make men feel belittled, make him feel less than a man, make sure that you are the kind of woman that he loves coming home to. Make sure that you create an environment where he feels safe and he can flourish in. Make sure that you're the kind of person that when he leaves the mess out there, you are like therapy to him, man. I'm not telling you to be all things to him. I'm not telling you to solve his problems, because he got to take ownership and man up and do what he needs to do. But just make sure that you're not adding to the frustration that he's feeling on the outside. Number 2, open and empathetic communication. Absolutely. Encourage open and honest communication. Have discussion about your feelings, your concerns, your experiences without judgment. Create a judgment-free zone. Listen without judgment. Don't judge him. Show empathy. Showing empathy is saying, man, listen, I feel you. I'm here for you. What can I do to help? That's showing empathy, putting yourself in his shoe to see how you can help the situation without even helping. Just listening to him. Number 3, affirmation and reassurance. He needs your affirmation. Regularly affirm your husband. Affirm his worth, his strength, his contribution to the relationship, to the family. Highlight his unique qualities and achievement. It boosts his self-image. It gives him wings. It makes him feel like he could fly. It makes him feel like Superman. I mean, he will do practically anything for you. Tell him how much you love and appreciate him. Honey, thank you for being such a good husband. Thank you for being the best that you can be. I know you're not perfect, but I'm here to love you. Man, I know you love me even with my flaws and some of my hangups and some of my bad habits. You still show love and affection for me. Thank you for the way you treat my kids. Thank you. My son is not your biological son, but the way you love him, man, I just respect you for how you show respect and honor to my son or to my daughter. I know they're not your kids, but the way you treat them, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being the kind of man that makes my heart desire you. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you. for all that you do. Thank you. Do you know what you do when you, man, I'm just, you have the superpower, but you're not using it. Ladies, thank him. And please make sure that your compliment is genuine. Don't be lying. If you don't believe it, don't say it. You're just going to expose yourself even more. Number 4, pray for him. Pray for him. The Bible tells us that the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Sometimes when you pray for your husband, you're just praying and asking God to change him, to make him better, change him for all his bad ways. Sometimes you just pray and say, God, I want you to bless my husband. I want you to help him to be the best version that he can be. Lord God, I'm asking you to help him to stay in your presence. Lord, I'm asking you to make him be a leader. Father God, he has great potential. Help him to maximize those potential. Help him to be the best version of himself. Sometimes you just got to just ask God for discernment. You know, sometimes you can't do it by yourself. Prayer works. Prayer is the key. It helps to unlock. It helps to open up discernment and give you insight on ways and areas that you couldn't do by yourself. So you got to be a praying wife, man, and pray for your husband. Number 5, physical affection and intimacy. Maintain physical closeness because it promotes a sense of connection and intimacy. Show affection to your husband. You know, whether it's hug, it's touch, is, you know, cooking his favorite meal, giving him a back rub. I mean, sexual gestures and all these different nice things. Send him emoji during the day. Send him an audio message about how much you love him. You know, listen, let me just say this, that if you are emasculating him, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be hard for him to get hard. It's going to be hard for him to stay up. It's going to be hard for him to elevate his sexuality. Do you initiate sex with him? Because when a woman initiates sex with her husband, it increases his sex drive. It increases his testosterone level. It makes him desire you even more. And even if he's not fulfilling, you know, his sexual responsibility in the way that you desire it, in the way that you want it, don't talk down to him. Don't belittle him. Some of you guys, you never touch me right. I just hate it when you do this. I hate it when you go hard. You just want to put it in and you want to just go at it. You put me in that position and I hate that sexual position. I mean, guys, listen, here's the reality. You're right. Maybe he's not performing well. Maybe he's not taking time to understand your body, your anatomy, your physiology of your body, your sexual desires. Maybe you're right. But there's a way to do it. There's a way to talk to him that makes him want to listen to you. Because if you put him down, it's not going to make him better. It's not going to improve his performance. He may be turning to porn just because of the way you treat him and you act towards him. These are information that I got from husband. So I'm trying to speak to you on a level that you understand it. Here are some of the things that you can do. You can say things such as, honey, I like it better when. See the difference? You never. That's not going to help him. I like it better when you touch me here. I like it better when you do foreplay. It makes me feel connected with you. I like it better when you take your time. Babe, when I tell you to slow down and you slow down, it helps me. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel good. It makes me, I become energized. You know, I like it when you take time to understand the rhythm of my body. You remember the other day when we were making love and I said, baby, slow down, and you slow down? I like that. Oh, yes. You remember when we're making love and I said, baby, can you just hold me a little bit closer? And you hold me closer? That's it, honey. Listen, I'm here to rock your world, but you got to learn to rock mine the way I want to be rocked too. See, when you talk to him like that, it helping him. It makes him feel better. It makes him want to listen to you. It makes him want to take pen and paper out and write things down so that the next time he's making love to you, he can practice that which you pour into him in a very loving, caring way. Number 6, support his interests. If he has interest, support it. Tell him, babe, listen, man, I support you. I want to be there for you. You know, you can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you want to be. I'm here to give you my undivided attention, and I'm here to support you. Support him. His hobby, interests, business ideas, give him your support. And number 7, you guys have to plan together. You are in a marriage. Both of you guys have to plan together. And here's the thing. Maybe you're more intellectual. You are smarter, but don't put him down. You know, sometimes you already have the answer to the problem, but ask for his opinion anyway. Hey, babe, listen, I was thinking about this. You know, what do you think? I was thinking that, you know, if we do it this way, or if I put this money right here, what do you think, babe? I need your opinion, sweetie. I don't want to make this decision by myself. Can you help me figure it out? And you know the answer. You build him up. You are elevating his value. That's how you help him. That's how you make him feel good about himself. That's how you build him up, with your words that create feelings and create emotions and create experience. And my friend, that's why emasculating your husband is never good. It doesn't add value to his life. You're not becoming an asset to him. You're becoming a liability. And by the way, here is another video that you don't want to miss. I have so much to say in this video. This video is going to teach you exactly how emasculating your man is not good, and some of the very ways that I talked about here, but on a deeper level that can help you to level up and see yourself as an asset to him and not a liability. You know, guys, thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. Like and share, subscribe to this channel, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.